This make me want to get this version of S so that I could attack by my turn. He went back up all the way. Dog, you. I finish it up for long, bro. I get go play then.
Set it up in groups. So, for the panel time, more or less, just going to read which ice melts. So we're going to be using the first thing we're going to be doing that. One of the groups going to be using soil. And next, we're going to be using salt, baking soda, something else. Alright? Taking into the group, we are going to be using
So, almost everybody needs those positions.
I know, but we can't wait for our guys.
We don't want to because everybody be here.
I don't take
Or
it.
has to go to
I don't take it. I don't take it. Don't take it.
Guys can get some shit.
You see, not everybody here, right? You get to tell somebody what you want to tell them what you think, and you record it on the live. That's all the test, and they will have the link. You just send them the link. Okay, yeah. So you get to up here, and
Yeah. So I just stand up on the front of the board or something.
yeah, just in the camera now, and play the audio to hear.
Alright.
Yeah, this is
That's gonna give you guys instructions on your
Or we can. I come in pajamas with my body. Because I get out, I put my hair and I get
Nothing I worry about doing here.
Let's get main house.
We gotta take it out of the
Alright, man. Cool.
Alright, so
You can sit on here. I'll just have to
that's no problem. Let's start the recording.
yeah.
Alright, cool. So guys, the project, right? What you guys have to make sure is that we have different types of ways of doing the experiment, okay? There are more or less 3 different types.
So hold up, let's not talk. We say everything in our set.
I see that's I'm listening to something to everybody. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna do the same thing. I was gonna record your voice.
No, don't worry. It will be sent to everyone you after, all right?
Nice, cool.
So, what we have to do, I'm telling you guys this because you guys may need to walk with the necessary things, okay? All right. So, that's a small amount, probably like a 2 or 3 teaspoons of baking soda. All right. The other one you guys are going to have to use is, I think it's flour. Let me get the correct thing for you guys. All right. So one group will be using foils, different layers of foils. Another group is going to be using different types of materials. So it's going to be salt, it's going to be sugar, and it's going to be baking soda. Okay? And then the third group, they would be doing it something like types of materials. So it will be either napkin or like plastic or like foil. You guys understand what I'm saying? Correct is right. Right? So main thing I want you guys to understand is that the main objective of your lab is to reduce ice from melting quickly. All right? You guys know how to do like an observation? Any part? How do we do observation? Okay, so in the book, right? Remember, this is lab 7. One is going to be a plan and design. When we talk in a plan and design mode, what past tense, oh, sorry, you already answered. What tense of English do we use when we do a plan and design? I know, it's present tense. All right, remember the regular labs that we do when we talk about our method, everything is kind of in past tense. All right, so for a plan and design, if you haven't conducted the lab and you're planning to, then it would be in present tense. So instead of saying that 5 grams of this was added to that, you have to phrase it like 5 grams of this will be added to that. You guys understand what I'm saying? Well, this kind of, once it's not in past tense, it can be future tense, it'll be okay, right? I'm not English, not the English teacher, so don't flag me out there, all right? But so the most important thing to know about the observation is that is a scenario you're creating, right? So I'm just giving you guys an example. Let's say I on the beach, right? Like we actually have to create a story. So me and my brother went to the beach and we realized that like the snow cone was melting too fast. All right, so the ice from the snow cone was melting too fast. So the objective, technically yes, but in the book, it's called your observation, right? So the observation is like the scenario. The hypothesis is just more or less this. That's our actual statement, right? So the observation is just where you're creating a story to talk about. No, you have to create the observation, yes. So like I say, I created one where I went to the beach, the ice melting too fast, right? I need to plan and design an experiment to slow the rate at which ice melts. You guys understand what I'm saying? That's like your objective. So it could be something like that. It could be like you and your family, you guys were in a park having a picnic, and you guys realize that the ice in which had the drinks were melting too fast. So you have to plan and design an experiment to reduce the rate at which ice melts. Everybody understand that part? 100% down, right? All right. So the other part too is your aim. So the aim must be like a statement, and it must reflect with like how. Well, I know you guys know how to do a aim, right? So it can't sound like a question because I did get stuff like that last year when we were doing labs, right? It cannot sound like a question. It can't. I'm giving you guys an example of an aim. So to investigate whether adding salt, sugar, or baking soda will slow the rate at which ice melts. All right? You can't put it like to see whether adding salt or baking soda or sugar will slow. It needs to sound like a statement. You guys understand what I'm saying? Yeah, everybody? Okay. So your hypothesis now is technically the factual statement, like what you expect would be the final result, or what we know is going to be the final result, right? So your hypothesis would be like if salt or sugar or baking soda is placed on ice, it will slow the rate of reaction or the rate at which ice melts. Everybody understand? Right? So I just making sure you guys understand the difference between the hypothesis, your aim, and the thing that's called observation. Where you guys more or less have to create a scenario, okay? So apparatus, everything will be the same. Diagram. You guys know what are variables? Okay, so what are the 3 types of variables when you're doing a plan and design? The 3 types of very good, manipulated, constant, and responding. Right? So remember the manipulative variable is what you are changing in the lab. The constant variable is what we're not changing at all. And the responding variable is what changes when you change something else. So that's like what is the result of doing this or affecting this. It will cause this to do so by so. Okay? So apparently that's more or less everything all you need to know. Table of result. This have a precaution, yes. just remember to put your precaution in present tense and not past tense. The whole lab should be done in present tense and not past tense, right? I've had scenarios where I had to scratch the lab and take it from a plan and design and turn it into the execution lab and make them do over the plan and design because of the tense and the values and stuff that they put in it, right? You could fill out your table with the headings, with the um, types of stuff you're going to use, but no values whatsoever. Huh? Yeah, you'll be doing it in groups. I'm gonna decide how to get a class list to see how many students and how many groups I could put you guys in. Okay? Because that's gonna be a lab where we don't have a draining system in the physics lab, so we're gonna have to do it in the chemistry. Okay, and we can't have too much people in the chemistry at once. Alright? So remember for your table of results, you're filling out your headings, you're filling out the things that actually matter, right? Like the types of materials you use, whether you use 1 layer of foil, 2 layers of foil, 3 layers of foil. What you're not going to put is the actual values for plan and design. You guys understand what I'm saying? All right, and well, the expected results. You guys know what expected results is? Very good. So the hypothesis is a statement. The expected results is like, remember technically we didn't do the lab, so we don't know what the final results will be. But your expected results is like what you predicted it to be, or what you kind of believe will be like the thing from your personal observation of doing the lab, right? Assumptions. You guys know how to do assumptions? You guys did any plan design before? No? Nobody? All right. So, and you guys don't have your lab books with you. All right, for those who have your lab books with you, just take it out and open your lab books to page 33. All right. And let me just kind of show you guys what I'm talking about here. I gotta point it in the camera. Oh, I don't think the camera will see. Nah, you can't see so far. But so on page 33, right? Or 32 technically. You see the part with observation here? You guys see the part with observation? Page 32. Yes? Anybody? Right? That's where you created a scenario and the story that you create, you put in there, right? Most of create. The problem I don't want you guys to thing is that it must have the statement to kind of investigate that to reduce the rate at which ice melts, okay? You must kind of include that statement in your scenario. So yes, you're creating a scenario about going to the beach or going to wherever. The main objective of that kind of paragraph is the ice, it melts too quickly, and the solution for that is whatever group you're in, you come up with that, whether it be adding foils, whether it be adding materials like baking soda, sugar, or salt, or whether it will be like napkins, cling wrap, or foil would reduce the rate at which ice melts, okay? Present tense, everybody have that down, everybody understand that? Your hypothesis and the aim. Well, everybody has custom writing an aim, right? So an aim shouldn't be a problem. Yeah? Okay, so your hypothesis. The hypothesis, it just needs to sound like a statement, and it more or less much kind of have reference to your aim. So I'm just going to read out the two for you guys to understand, right? So the aim is to investigate whether adding salt, sugar, or baking soda will slow down the melting process of ice. That is the aim. And a hypothesis is if salt or sugar or baking soda is added to ice, it will slow the rate of reaction. So it must sound like an actual statement. you guys could use, you're coming up with your own thing, so, but yeah, you could more or less do it, right? Same thing, your apparatus, you look at your apparatus, you draw a diagram, your variables, you make sure which one is the one that, so I just saying, right? What will be a constant variable here? I'm asking you guys one of each so you guys to make sure that you have the proper understanding of it. What will be a constant variable in this case? For your plan and design. What not changing in the lab in other words? Right, so the number of ICUs, that can be constant, or the volume of ICUs, that's a constant variable, right? The cups, the type of cups we use, because the volume has to be the same, that could also be a variable, right? Now one more factor that when you guys do the experiment, you'll realize, I don't want to give you guys all the answers one time, right? So, a manipulated variable. The ices are constant. What will be the manipulated variable? Think about it. Very good. The salt, the sugar, and the baking soda, because that's what we change in to get our answers, right? So our responding variable will be the volume of ice melted. You guys following? Everybody kind of have a better understanding? Anybody confused? No? You know anything so? Alright. That's alright. Sorry, following. Shall I just check on us matter? Okay, good. Alright, and your method. Well, just remember you're writing your method in present tense. So don't put replaced 30 milliliters of water on a measuring scale and then we found the thing. You need to state it in present tense. Like 30 milliliters of water, how much of it will be added to the speaker. And let's make sure it's in present tense, right? Not past tense. I'm just trying to make sure that you guys don't have to do it over, okay? Alright. And your limitation, this is something that would be kind of new to you guys. So we have assumptions and limitations, right? Your assumption is what you kind of assume to be constant in conducting the experiment. So if I ask you guys what is assumption for this panel design lab, what will you guys tell me? All right, so one good assumption would be something like all of the experiments, when we're going to be repeating the experiment with different types of materials or mediums, right? So all of the ice can be timed at the same period to make sure that the experiment was conducted in the same time frame. The temperature in which the environment was being conducted in, it wasn't fluctuating, right? Even doing stuff like conducting the experiment in front of AC could alter your results. Okay, so all of those things are like precautions, and that one technically won't be an assumption, it'll be a precaution, right? But you guys understand what I'm saying, and you only need to put like one or two assumptions for the plan and design. Your limitation, however, anybody knows what the limitation is in the labs? Very good. So it's like as you say, something like if the AC in the lab not working or it only cooling half this lab and the other half real hot. That's something like a limitation because you can't actually control the temperature in the environment room. Everybody understand that? Having impurities in the ice which would affect the rate at which the ice melts. That is also a limitation, right? Okay? I just kind of give you guys examples of how we go about doing this, okay? And the limitation is more or less the last factor in the lab. So like after that, you just stop up today. So what we put in for our results? Very good. No values, but you are pulling out the head. Why the camera doing this? But you are pulling out the headings and everything, all right? All right, guys, beautiful. So with that being said, now let's start to split up everybody into groups.
Yeah, the group set up.
Um,
I mean, I'm a group generator. You can just type one. Yeah, so I've got three names. So I can want to do what people in the group.
So yeah, that's okay.
right, sorry, right.
Rachel,
No problem.
Nicholas. No,
Alright.
no, Nicholas, so because he just tried to help me. Who else? Is it? Deshaun?
No, the short without repeating the last stuff. Okay, so what we're gonna do now? Anybody have a piece of paper? This version current, so leave on. Oh, okay, okay, move for them. Yeah, so, oh, you're gonna write to me, you know, sometimes I don't want to need everybody to pizza pencil is this little girl. School. Pizza pencil.